Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome to another statue review. This is JP Sarri, and today I have a real cool statue to review. This is my most anticipated statue of 2015, and from Kotobukiya and from Erick Sosa. And definitely this little guy has a punch. But the question is, does this guy has what it takes? Well, get ready to find out. One of the things that I really enjoy about this piece is just the box that it came with. The box is just phenomenal. It's small. And you know what? Like I said many times before, I really enjoy small boxes because of the space, space issues. This is definitely the smallest box that I've seen on this line. You can see right there, it says the Kotobukiya collection fine art statues is Wolverine. In this case, a picture of the statue, a very cool picture. In this case, of course, of the extra head of the base. And right there, it says sculpted by Erick, no longer Erick Sosa. Everybody knows who is the one behind this. And that's pretty cool. The art in the background, in this case, you can see Wolverine. This is Marvel Comics Present, Kotobukiya Collection, Wolverine fine art statue. The Wolverine, a very classic, in this case by now, by the standards, a very classic box from Kotobukiya for this line. And as you can see, mine is number 2099 of 3300. Without a doubt, the sculpt in this piece is just phenomenal. I'm really surprised about it. When I was looking at the pictures and everything, and the videos on the Comic-Con and everything, and the places where it's presented, I was not really too crazy about the sculpt at first. But definitely, looking at the sculpt, I'm really impressed. Especially, I really enjoy, and I think I found it very appealing, that face. The sculpt in the face is fantastic. As always, in this case, Erick Sosa does magnificent work when it comes about sculpting. He's just getting better. It's a very nice sculpt in the head. I really like that. And also, as you can see, there's another sculpt in this one. Let me take this one out and put this one in. Of course, it comes with an interchangeable head. Definitely, I'm more a fan of the other one, but in this case, the sculpt in that is fantastic as well, as you can see right there. The face, the expression, very nice work. The back, there's a lot of muscle definition, of course, and in the body. And as you can see, the legs are right there, and the boots is definitely a great work of sculpting. And definitely you can see the same thing continues in the base. I like the base. I was a little not really crazy about it at the beginning when I saw the pictures, but now that I'm looking at it, it really looks fantastic. The sculpt there's detail, there's pieces around. That's pretty cool. And as you can see, also in this case, the base is very firm, and it has this little design. So it is pretty cool. I really definitely, I can say that the sculpt in this piece, it is well done. The paint is not bad, it's clean. I don't have major defects, but the paint is not something that I could say, wow, they really blew me away. That made me feel like, man, this is just perfection. And I can say that. Everything, the lines are perfectly painted. There's no problems in the lines. Mine has that. It's no problem. Just tiny little defects. But you know what? To be honest, I always expect the little defects to happen. That's nothing wrong. I think that the job was clean, and that's a major concern because sometimes you don't have that. I had problems in the past with pieces where the paint app was not really well done. And as you can see, actually, I like the base. I think they did put much better effort this time around with the base and the paint application compared to other bases in this same line. Like for example, the last time the Juggernaut, the base, the paint application was not that great. I think this is much manageable, much better. First of all, it doesn't have proper shading, and it has some shading, but it's so minimal that it's hard really to see and to distinguish. And second, the colors are a little muted. They're not vibrant like in other pieces that have more vibrant colors, and that really takes away to really make shine the sculpture in this piece. The sculpture in this piece is fantastic, but without the proper colors, it really looks muted. It doesn't look completely right. And I'm gonna use an example right here. I'm gonna use a comparison, and I have this piece. As you can see, I reviewed this before. This is in this case, the Gentle Giant mini bus brown sculpt, brown Wolverine. And as you can see, I like the colors. This is not a perfect color. The colors are not perfect by all means. But what I like about this one is that it really shines better. The brown is better. It has a little, brightness to it compared to the brown used here, as you can see right there. you know, they're under the same light. And as you can see, this one is brighter and it has much better shading. It's really small. You don't really need that much shading, but there is some shading. And that's something that this one doesn't have, and it lacks. And definitely, I can say, like some people were complaining about it, I am definitely on the same boat. One of the things that I really enjoy about this piece, personally, and I know a lot of people feel the same way, is that it really represents the art style of Jim Lee. Everything that he has, it even, you know, it even has, in this case, the X. Actually, I would have preferred actually to have just the belt, like it was in Uncanny X-Men, but of course, because this is followed the X-Men line, you know, it definitely has that X was really introduced in the X-Men magazine when it was just relaunched as a separate title, with Jim Lee, you know, working pretty much kind of being a co-writer in this case with Chris Claremont. But something that I'm very glad is that the magnets on this piece are very strong, especially in the head. This magnet is super strong. I really like that. I really like, you know, because that means that it's going to be very safe in there. As you can see right there, the skull, beautiful face. And you can do that. The same with this one. The magnet on this one is is strong. It's perfect. It sits well, no problems. Some people were having problems with the magnets. Also with this, they have magnets here. Some people were having problems with theirs. Definitely mine is not having those problems. Definitely it's not as strong as the magnets here. For me, one of the disappointments of this piece, and it might be minor, but it's, you know, something that I felt that it was a shortcoming of this piece, is the fact that the only hits that we got was this one, of course, the one with the cowl, and then this one, the screaming one. I wish, personally, that another one, in this case a screaming, you know, head was provided with, in this case, with the mask. You know, that would be fantastic, like, you know, like we got on the original Wolverine, that he has the screaming head, and of course, you know, the mask and the unmask. I wish, you know, we had something like that. Alright guys, so now it's time for comparisons. One of my favorite covers of the Uncanny X-Men is Uncanny X-Men 268, and that's a cover with Captain America, Wolverine in the brown suit, and in this Black Widow. That's one of my favorite covers. Definitely, when I'm looking at this, I wanted to put them together. I really wanted to. I need a Black Widow. Hopefully, Kotobukiya gets to a point where they decide to do it. I know that they're gonna, for a time, they're gonna stop producing more X-Men statues, and they're gonna concentrate in other, in this case, probably the Avengers. So I think that, you know, why not? We should have a female on this line, on the Avengers line. The only thing I can say is this: it looks fantastic, but Wolverine is a tad little bigger than it should compared to Captain America. Well, Captain America, this actual Captain America is not the biggest. It's a little smaller. One way to find out that the sizes are not definitely on the same scale, well, they're on the same scale, but there's a little differences. As you can see right here on this face, this is the Wolverine, in this case this head, as you can see, very nice actually, I like it. And this is Captain America. As you can see, Captain America's head is a little smaller. Wolverine is bigger. Of course, Wolverine has all the hair going on, and you know, but you know, Captain America is small. That's the only difference, as you can see right there on that head. That's a big head compared to that small head of Captain America. Not a deal breaker, because definitely, regardless of that, they look fantastic together. Now, for all my Bowen friends, all those guys that love Bowen designs overall, or like to combine Bowen and Kotobukiya, to answer your question, does this piece really fits well with Bowen designs? As you can see, it does, and it does well. Of course, Bowen has produced other many Wolverine statues, but the vast majority of them are just, in this case, museum poses. This is a semi-museum pose. It really works well. As you can see, size-wise, it looks perfect. You can combine with your Bowen designs, or you can combine your Kotobukiya and Bowen. I always recommend that to people. And of course, if you're buying a Kotobukiya piece, you are expecting to display the Kotobukiya pieces, and as you can see, it really looks fantastic. It's really on the perfect size. Of course, you know, these other pieces, you have Magneto and you have Colossus. They're in the larger scale, especially Colossus. But definitely looks fantastic. They're made for each other. Definitely, that's something that I really like about these pieces, is that they really work well together. Alright guys, what else can I say? I'm really happy with this piece. First of all, I want to give thanks to Kotobukiya for really sticking with us, for really doing something for us. I can say this is a triumph for the fan base. After the cancellation of the original one, that it was a variant of in this case the yellow and the blue one that was produced a few years back. A lot of people were really disappointed about that. I was disappointed. I really wanted a brown version. So we have to really battle for years. And I can say this, Kotobukiya, they have listened to us and they have produced what we wanted. And I'm really glad for that. I'm really waiting now for Rogue, that it will come out next year. Of course, we're going to have a Carnage coming later this year. And of course, already announced Black Panther. And there's a lot of things that they have, for us. And I'm really glad. I think Kotobukiya listens to the customers. They're very humble for that. And I really want to thank, in this case, Erick Sosa for his commitment always to help the fan base, to give us what we want. Gunk for always sticking with us, and always, listening to us. He listens to us a lot. A lot of people in Kotobukiya, they listen to the fan base. So that's something that I'm very grateful. I want also, and I'm not going to forget this, I don't want to forget this, I want to thank my friend Gomer from the Statue Forum, because he really, not just in Statue Forum, in this case Statue Marvels, he, in many other forums, he really, he was the guy that really decided just to take this into, in this social media. And I can say this, I know a lot of people, and this is all about money, it's a business after all. But if it wasn't for a guy that really says, you know what, let's just band together, let's send just requests, let's go to Twitter, let's go to Facebook, let's just try to, raise our voices in the forum so they can listen to us. And he was the guy that started. So Gomer, thank you very much, my friend. You really did it. You really worked hard to get this done, and we owe you big time. So thank you, Gomer, for what you did for all of us. At the end, we all are winners because of you. Yes, this piece is great. I can say that. I really love it. There's a lot of great things I can say about the piece. Yes, there's some minor disappointments, especially for me is the paint application. It could have been done a lot better. In this case, if you really want to see, this is another thing. A lot of people say, well, is this worth the purchase? I would say yes, it is. Especially because you're not going to see another piece like this for a long time. I can say one thing, if you really want to do this, and this is something that I can recommend to people, not everybody's good for this. I'm happy with the paint application. But my friend, in this case, DarkSpideyCustoms, he is on the forums, and it's also on Facebook. And I'm gonna just put the links to get a hold of him. He is a painter, he lives in France. But he is becoming very big when it comes about painting and producing pieces of this kind. He's been doing great, and not just that. He also right now at this moment he's repainting a few of them. And he has fantastic pieces that he has repainted that look phenomenal. Is this better than the original blue and and yellow and blue? That's up to you. Some people are gonna say that they're gonna like that better. I really like that one. But I like this one too. I really like both. They're fantastic. Hopefully, I don't have that piece, but hopefully one day I can have it. And actually, I'm planning to get it soon. I definitely would like to have a comparison video between both and decide which one is the best. As some of you know, I'm also a Statue Forum reviewer. I'm going to review this piece, and it's going to be, in this case, following the same format that we use, so I can give him a proper qualification. I can give the, proper score. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to have the link in this video, so you can get to that very soon. It's going to be in a couple of days. This is a Wolverine statue that you need to get right now. Definitely, they're out there. They're just coming out now in the United States. They're all over the place. You're going to find them in other places. I've seen that they're selling out quick. So I would say do not think twice. The price is right before it really gets too expensive to get, and then you're gonna have to pay more than what you originally could pay. Thank you guys once again for watching my videos. Hope this video was helpful to you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Don't forget to leave your comments or your questions or anything you want to say. You can leave your comments below. I will reply as soon as I can. So thank you very much once again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, my friends.